Okay, let's start. Dear colleagues, welcome to this pre-match press conference of the second day of the group stage of the CAF Champions League between ASFAR and Downs. Thank you for welcoming the coach, Mambudi Sundowns coach, Mr. Mambashir, and the player Peter Shamili. Allow me to ask the first questions before giving you the floor. And my first question is for the coach. Coach, how are the preparations for this second day of the group stage?
Good afternoon to everyone. I think the preparations have gone quite well. The team looks good. We've had some days in between, which is something that we don't normally get. We normally play every Wednesday and weekend, but this time around we fortunate to play from weekend to weekend. The traveling also was good, so we are looking forward to the match.
Thank you, coach. My question also for the player, Peter. What is the state of mind of the crew and the team before this match against ASFAR?
Thank you.
Mike.
It's on?
Can you just open it? Thank you.
Okay. As the coach said, preparation are good. The players' mentality is on point, ready for the match. Like coach said, we never get off days, so this is one of those days where we got 2 days off. So we arrived and everything is 100%. The mood in the camp is blessed and we are all good and ready to go.
Thank you. So let's start with your questions. Please just introduce yourself.
Hello, Coach. Mehdi Foudi being sports. Sure. It's not a problem.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yes. Okay. We all know that Mambashir Sundowns are always strong contenders in the African competitions. How do you assess your team's form ahead of this game, important game, knowing that you come into this match after a disappointed draw at home, and knowing that ASFAR made a beautiful winning start against Raja Casablanca away from their home?
Yeah, we had a very bad preparation period going into the last match against Menyama Union. We were coming from a cup final, and just immediately after the FIFA break, and we've got a very big bunch of players that plays for the national team and they also play for the club. So that time was a little bit awkward for the club. We know we are playing against a team that was always ranked number 1 in possession last season. I think now they are ranked number 3. Their expected goals, I think they've scored more than what they are supposed to be scoring, and I think they've conceded less than what they should have conceded this year because their goalkeeper has done quite well. They've got some very influential players in their team. Zazou, last season I think he had 17 goal involvements. This year he's already one of the best. I think he's third on the league in terms of goal involvements. Imran, number 34, comes from deep in the midfield to assist, and he has got some very important goals for the team. Bech, number 3, who is most likely to play in the central midfield this time around because Nach is injured. So he's also very important for the team, and they've got Al-Fakhri, who's coming from Bekhane, who was very important for Bekhane last season, and this year he has really done very well for them. Bayer, not the most mobile but very dangerous striker, good technical and strong in the air, very dangerous in the second post for crosses and all that. We are playing against a team that plays a lot of crosses, and they are also very good on set pieces. Nakash will not be playing a lot of matches, but on set pieces he really plays a big role, and he's most likely to play this one because Inonga is potentially injured. El Sabi is probably their most important defender, and like I said, the goalkeeper has done very well for them. So we foresee Bucharest maybe playing at left back, at right back, and potentially Ducanero playing as a left back from Petro. We have met him several times. Very good player offensively, I must say. So we know the challenges that we are going to be facing, but I also think they know the kind of a team that they are facing.
Any other questions?
Yeah. You studied every single detail. We would like to know, are you willing to adapt your style of play to the opponent, or you'll be loyal to your style? And if there is, we would like to know if there is any missing players from your side.
I'm not too sure when we're talking about our style of play, because we are a team that always adapts towards the situation. And at this stage, we have a big responsibility to try and fight to win the match against a very strong opposition that is also very strong in terms of ball possession. I can only foresee a very interesting match for the spectators, because I don't think there is any of the two teams that would not want to play in this match, because they've got a very good team, I must give them that. And we are optimistic. We will also give a very good account of ourselves, because our back is against the wall. We have to try and get something out of this match. Even if it's a point, it will still be enough to carry us home. But we have a big responsibility to try and represent our club to the best of our abilities, and I'm confident that we will do our best.
Any other question?
Maybe.
Yeah, for Peter and then you. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. So we all know that Sundowns have been recently successful in the CAF Champions League. You play with the team since 2020, 4 years. What do you think are the key factors that give you an edge in such competitions?
It's mostly the senior guys, you know, that it has been long in this thing that motivate us. Like, they motivate us, they tell us to be a successful team, we need to deal with this and this. And that kept us together, the hard work, the brotherhood, the family, the coach. You know, if we are all in one understanding, you know, success are always there. So that has been the thing that mostly made us successful.
Any other question?
My question is for the coach. Well, I'm Sumi Shawi, Arryadia channel. I just want to ask you about, of course, it's not your first time here in Morocco. You already play a lot of match here with the other team. And with every new time, there is a new challenges and there is a new expectation. What are your expectation about this match, or let's say, how could you resume this match of tomorrow?
The team that we are playing against is completely different to Wydad, which we've always come to play in Morocco over the years. We are playing against a team that is very good in crosses. They overload the box. They release one of the midfielders, the captain Himat 34, to join the box and add a number in the far post. So with him, Beya, and possibly Al-Fakhri on the far post, you know, you were cut out. And with Zazo playing on the left with the right foot coming inside to try and deliver balls into the box, and also is a very good passer of the ball. So we know we have a big responsibility to try and contain him, because there is not much he can do with his left foot, but with his right foot is very dangerous. And it's very important that we contain that. Like I said, Bench is a very important player for them, but he's most likely to play in the midfield and possibly play Bucharest in the right back position. And Bench is very important. He inverts, he overlaps, he drives very well with the ball and he creates possibilities for them when he plays in the fullback position. But I think this time around he will have bigger responsibilities to contain our midfield as well. So it will not give him as much time maybe to attack us as he normally does. But they've got Tucanero, who is very influential going forward. He underlaps, he drives very well inside from an inverted position, opening space for Zazo to have a little bit more space and time to be able to get inside and put the ball in the far post or to take a shot at goal. Baye with a lot of very interesting movements to always try and create space, and usually very dangerous as well in the far post. They do that quite very well, I must give credit to that. So we know the challenges that we are going to be facing with fullbacks that will be coming, the wingers that will be coming, and most of their wingers are generally right-footed. But Al-Fakhri has got the capacity to play in and out of the wing. He can use both his left and right, and he's very dangerous. We know him from Bahrain. He was very important for them. So we know what to expect, but we don't know how the game is going to be like tomorrow, because they also have a big responsibility to try and make sure that they contain us. They have a responsibility to try and dominate the game. It's their home match. They are playing in front of their supporters. A lot will be asked of them to try and make sure that they keep possession and live up to the expectation of their fans. And that will be very interesting to see tomorrow, because we are also a team that generally dominates possession everywhere we play. And it will be nice to see by the end of tomorrow what would have happened.
My other question is for the player. Let's begin with the preparation. How was it with your colleagues? And of course, let's finish with the spirit mind. How do you see for the match?
Preparations were very good, very, very good since we arrived. The brotherhood, like I always say, 100%. The spirit is blessed. Today we're having our session, which is the last one, and I believe it's gonna be a good one, because wherever we are, we make sure that we are together, you know, because of the match tomorrow. It's not gonna be easy against this team, and as you know, they've played 12 matches and they never lost at home. And then they just beat Raja. So for us, we just make sure that we are together and make sure that our preparation towards the match is 100%.
Maybe the last question?
Yeah, Coach, the last question. We would like to know if there is any pressure concern in the fact that Mامílodi Sundowns didn't win yet here in Morocco. You played in that 6 times, 2 draws, 4 losses, and the public of ASFAR is on fire, such as the Wydad fans. Despite the fact that ASFAR is not playing in Rabat, but tomorrow the stadium will be full. It will be any pressure on your side, or you're calm with that from this side?
I think there will be too much pressure on their side, because the supporters will be expecting a lot from them, and they also know they are not playing a team that is coming here to just consolidate and make sure that we don't concede. We are coming here to try and win the match, and we know what is at stake. We understand fully that a game like this, if we happen to dominate possession, then we will have a bigger responsibility on our rest defense, because they are a very good team on transition as well. And if we dominate possession, we also have a bigger responsibility with our counter pressures to make sure that we don't open ourselves up. I can only hope and pray that we score the chances that we create, because I think even in the last match against Maniema, we had 17 shots at goals, and for us not to score even 1 goal was unheard of. And we had almost the same thing in the match before that, where we had 20 goals, 20 shots at goals, and we only scored one. And that is not the return that we normally get. It would be nice tomorrow if we can change that around. And we also have a big responsibility to prove that Sundowns can win in Morocco, because that is something that has always been difficult for us, and we believe we will give it our best shot tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Coach Marco Barmanati. Thank you, Peter Shalvide. Thank you, dear colleagues. Just let me remind you that the official training session will be today here at the stadium at 8 p.m. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chris.